Kariuki. That's the only thing we need, justice for our child.
Boniface Kariuki, the young mask vendor at the center of national controversy in Kenya, has been declared brain dead. On June 29, 2025, his family announced that doctors have confirmed he is brain dead, a devastating development following his shooting by police during protests on June 17, 2025. This story is not just about one individual, but reflects broader issues of police brutality, governance, and the fight for justice in Kenya. Boniface Kariuki, a 22-year-old from Murang'a, was selling masks in Nairobi CBD when he was shot in the head at close range by a police officer during protests on June 17, 2025. After the shooting, Kariuki was rushed to Kenyatta National Hospital, where he underwent multiple surgeries to remove bullet fragments from his skull. Reports from June 18th to June 21st, 2025 described him as alive but critically ill, heavily reliant on life support, unable to talk or see, with severe brain damage. His family, including parents Jonah and Susan Jerry, expressed frustration over his condition and the lack of government support. In a press conference on June 29, 2025 on Sunday, the family revealed that medical professionals have confirmed Boniface Kariuki is brain dead.
Jonah Kariuki Nyambura, mimi ndio baba ya Boniface Mwangi. Na tuliitwa, nilipigiwa kama saa 6 usiku, kaambiwa tukuje tuongee na madaktari, na tumeambiwa brain yake haifanyi kazi. Sasa tukujua kuanzia hapo sasa ni gani. Tujaambiwa ameondoka, lakini tumeambiwa brain yake haifanyi kazi, lakini roho inapiga.
The statement indicates a formal medical declaration of irreversible cessation of all brain functions, a tragic escalation from his previous critical condition. The family's demand for justice has intensified, calling for accountability from the police and government.
So on behalf of Boniface Mwangi Kariuki, and today we decided now to come out on the light because we received a call at around midnight. It was at around 12:47 midnight from the hospital itself. They needed to have a brief with us, and we have already received the brief. We have been told what is happening, and the reality of the things, what is happening is that Boniface Mwangi Kariuki is confirmed to be brain dead. So that's where and how far we are.
2 police officers, Clinzy Barasa and Duncan Kiprono, have been arrested in connection with the shooting. Investigations are ongoing, and the confirmation of brain death could influence legal proceedings, potentially leading to charges of manslaughter or murder. The case has drawn attention from public figures like Murang'a County Governor Irungu Kang'ata and comedian Eric Omondi, who have rallied support for the family. The alleged brain death of Boniface Kariuki has amplified public outrage and calls for systemic change in Kenya.
We want to request everyone in government, you must respect the lives of Kenyans.
Wale askari, na waomba hawa ni watoto wetu. Tafadhali usiwe mtoto mwingine tena.
Boniface Kariuki's case highlights the tensions between citizens and law enforcement, especially amidst protests demanding reform. It reflects a growing demand for transparency and justice, with implications for future policy and police conduct. The international community is also watching, as this case could influence perceptions of governance and human rights in Kenya. The family has faced additional challenges, including fraud attempts where Boniface's father, Jonah, was conned of 200,000 Kenyan shillings. Despite this, community support through crowdfunding and public figures has been significant, though the family continues to seek justice and accountability. Their story is a poignant reminder of the personal impact of political and social conflicts. The confirmation of Boniface Kariuki's brain death marks a tragic end to a young life and a critical moment for Kenya.
Tunaomba usaidizi kutoka kwa Kenya, atusaidie kulingana na hiyo process na hiyo bill, lakini tuigawa tujaambiwa kabisa ni ngapi inatakikana.
The hospital bill now is quite higher. We are at 3 point something now. So we are praying and hoping now for the well-wishers, because now when somebody has been confirmed brain dead, we know what it means. So the brainstem of Boniface Kariuki, it's not working any longer. So for all the well-wishers, we as the family of Boniface Kariuki, we cry upon you, because a lot of hopes and promises were being given to us, but none has come through. So on behalf of that, we were given a pay bill for the medical bill fund, whereby is 7682,551 account. It's your name, and the name that to reflect out of that pay bill, it's Boniface Kariuki Medical Fund. So hapo ndipo tuko. Thank you.
This comes amidst call for end of police brutality in Kenya. On June 25th last year, scores of young people took to the streets protesting tax rises. 60 were killed after police opened fire, and still no justice. The Independent Policing Oversight Authority confirmed 8 civilian deaths on Wednesday's march and documented excessive police force, including use of live ammunition. June 25th has become a day marked by bloodshed. The government response was even severe. Interior CS Kipchumba Murkomen came under heavy attack when he issued a shoot-to-kill order against anybody who comes close with an intent to harm policemen or burn a police post.
Ama mtu mwenye anatupiwa mawe polisi anataka kuua polisi, ati atakuja kubembelezwa? Unafikiria bunduki ni mandazi?
Of the message that the Interior CS carried, President William Ruto, among other government leaders, endorsed it.
There were not protests. People armed with all manner of weapons, threatening the police, beating up citizens, burning shops. That is not what is allowed in the Constitution. That is criminal. That is an act of terrorism against citizens.
It is important to note that any protests require that the protesters be peaceful and unarmed, and that the work of the police is to protect the citizens and property. Where did Kenya go wrong? Newsroom, Maisha TV, Bushabi Jr.